Comfort Amodu. Good morning.
You comfort us this
Good
week.
morning, Chime and Victor. It's quite comforting, of course, you know. Since 2023, the administration has maintained open and active engagement with Christians and Muslim leaders alike while continuing to address security challenges that affect citizens across all faiths and religions. In a statement by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he explains that the characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect the nation's reality, nor does it consider government's consistent and sincere efforts to safeguard freedom of religion and belief for all Nigerians. He reaffirmed that religious freedom and tolerance have always been core tenets of Nigerians' collective identity and will remain so. Nigeria, he stressed, opposes religious persecution and does not in any way encourage it. The president reiterated that Nigeria's constitution guarantees protection for citizens of every faith, adding that his administration remains committed to working with the United States government and the international community to deepen understanding and cooperation in protecting communities of all faiths. Nigeria's government has been advised to swiftly initiate diplomatic engagements that will present Nigeria's position and a clear picture of terrorist activities in the country. A security risk management expert, Kabir Adamu, in a government or in a conversation with our correspondent Musbat and Wahab on executive recap, also urges government to carry along the umbrella religious bodies in the country in managing and correcting the wrong perception about religions in Nigeria. He traces what led to the wrong perspectives being held by the U.S. government.
Up until now, they visit Nigeria, they go to Plateau, they go to Benue. We try to encourage them to go to Zamfara, go to Katsina, go to the other northwestern states so that they get a balance. But clearly, they were more intentional in visiting Plateau. Now, we authorized that visit. We should, as a condition to granting them their visa, say they must go to Zamfara and Katsina. When the National Human Rights Commission published its July dashboard report, we cautioned, because what the National Human Rights Commission did in its July dashboard is to actually endorse this Trump narrative by saying that, yes, there is a suppression of religion. But when they were now giving evidences, unfortunately, they did not give evidence from one Islamic center that was attacked or cleric. All the evidences they gave was supporting Christian targeting, which was faulty.
The Nigerian Railway Corporation has confirmed a train derailment incident that occurred at kilometer 212 plus 18M Agbo along the Warri-Itakpe rail line around 7:30 p.m. on the 1st of November 2025. The NRC Managing Director, Kayode Okpefa, in a statement says the preliminary investigation suggests that the derailment may have been caused by suspected track vandalism, and a full investigation is on the way to determine the root cause. All those on board have been safely evacuated with no injuries or casualties reported. The NRC has announced a temporary suspension of train services on the corridor to facilitate a comprehensive investigation, and the corporation apologizes for any inconvenience caused. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, says it has recorded more than 1 million applications on its student loan portal since its official launch on May 24, 2024. In a statement, NELFund's Director of Strategic Communications, Oshemi Olua Atuyi, quotes the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Akintunde, as describing the milestone as a defining moment in Nigeria's pursuit of equitable education, financing, so far, and the fund has disbursed more than 116 billion naira in student loans, covering institutional fees and upkeep allowances for students across universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education nationwide. NELFund reaffirms its commitment to continue the process and improvement and transparent disbursement to ensure that every qualified Nigerian student can access funding regardless of background or location. Eminent leaders and concerned stakeholders of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, have applauded the recent landmark judgment of the Federal High Court Abuja halting the planned national convention, thereby affirming the supremacy of the party's constitution and the rule of law. Former Governor of Abia State, Okezie Ikpeazu, read the communique after a closed-door stakeholders meeting in Abuja.
We thought by now that leaders of our party, particularly the governors of the party, will understand that there's a need to have a united team to make sure that we work together for the interests of our party.
That's FCT Minister Nyesom Wike speaking on that development there. Bayelsa State Governor Diodiri and all the top PDP stalwarts in Bayelsa State are setting to formally join the Governing All Progressives Congress this Monday, the 3rd of November 2025. This was disclosed by the Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, Oil, Henneken Lokobiri, and the Managing Director of NDDC, Dr. Samuel Obuku.
Wherever we go, let us show light, not darkness. Let our state not be seen in the negative. Let our state be known and seen for the positive.
That's the news for now. Good morning, Nigeria.